It is Friday, October the 17th. I was gonna wait on this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. Y'all, I was going to save this. I was going to wait and do the podcast thing later after the big party. But if I have to do two, then I have to do two, because we're going to talk about some of this ish that's floating around right now. We are not letting these people deny what is blatant and obvious. Now, this is them. This is their culture. This is their faith. This is their party. This is everything. And we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about why. This is also driving into the deconstruction a little bit, because there's a reason narcissists flock to that faith. And there's a reason that those same narcissists who flock to that faith insist that they are the only ones deserving of power and control. So they usurp it at any cost. And once they have it, what do? Abuse it for their own personal vices, which are usually what? Diddlery. Okay, drinking, substances, okay, CP, SA, that's them. That's the culture. That's the brand. Yahtzee, that's them. Okay? That is them. And there's no more thin veil. Okay, they're saying it out loud, so anyone who's still refusing to see it is part of the problem. And we're going to talk about this going into this weekend, okay, because this is importante, darling. All right, so first of all, I don't know if you saw the video of the Cube Force dude, one of these, naturally, all right, telling a police officer that he is above the law. What was he doing? DUI. He was driving while under the influence with his children in the car, got pulled over, got arrested, and he is on camera telling the cop, I'm above the law. My forces are above you guys. And when that doesn't work, he then starts begging, well, don't separate me from the kids. Darling, that's what you do for a living now. You laugh when you claw children from their parents and then post it on government sites where they go, ASMR guys, love watching these families get torn apart. Okay, when it's them though, when it's him breaking the law with his own kids in the car, don't take them from me. I'm supposed to be above the law. That's them. That's why they want the control. That's why they want the power. If you're in California, we're dealing with that mustache Bianco dude who's in charge of one of the most corrupt systems in the country, where people go missing, people pop up unalived. There's SA, there's abuses, there's different types of trafficking. Trey, okay, you know what I'm saying? And this dude wants to run for governor because he needs more power. Why? So they can continue abusing it. And yes, it goes across their corporations. It goes across their steeple people places. In my town, we have places like Calvary and 412 where the money is very funny. It's very curious. People need to be checking hard drives for multiple reasons. There's a lot of folks in this town that have minimum wage part-time jobs living in $1 million houses with a lot of kids. I live next to some, and we're just, kind of waiting. So again, this is their culture. This is what they're about. There's no more hiding. There's no more not them. There's no more, they don't count as the real ones. That's done. That's gone. That's over, darling. So, okay, circling back. I also want to call attention to, since we're talking about the privilege, right? And here's this man saying, don't you separate white children. Those are the ones that you need to leave with the DUI parents. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this thing where we have the sitting VP telling everyone, the same person who doesn't care if someone has their life taken away because they said they don't like the podcaster. Remember that? Those people are now doing those are just kids being kids, boys being boys, telling off-color jokes in a chat. It's not a big deal. We say way worse things in the Oval Office. I want you to remember, they're talking about chambers with gas. They were talking about how they love the mustache man. Okay. They're talking about SA. They're talking about burning people, talking about the statisticas. Okay. I'm trying to be careful with the words I'm saying, but you understand. If I want you to really hunker down and listen when that man said, we say worse things in the Oval, I need you to pay attention. Because that's not a mistake. Just like the salute they threw on day one was not a mistake, and we watched y'all make excuses as to how that's not really what they meant. Now we're watching them talk about 20 and 30-year-old adults and calling them children and saying that we can't derail their lives over some jokes. Meanwhile, people have lost their lives over that podcaster, and there hasn't been a word from that side. If anything, they support it. They encourage it. Oh, did someone say they don't like the podcaster? Go handle it. They're a violent, radical, Antifa if they didn't like the podcast, or they deserve whatever's coming to them. But those off-color jokes about loving the mustache man, those are just kids being kids having locker room talk. You understand? You understand? It's right in your face. It's right in your face. There's no more, those don't count us as them. They are you. And if you don't want us to say that anymore, you know what to do. Fix it. Clear it out. Clear your own house. We are at the point where people can lose their lives for joking about a podcaster, but those dudes can sit up there and joke about gas chambers, and it's just funny, and everyone needs to take a joke. They are suing SNL. They got mad at South Park over jokes. Okay? All right? When it's them, they're ready to sue. When it's someone else, we all need to get over it and not ruin a life. All right? I want to see some partying. I want to see some partying this weekend. We are watching this man say, you guys are going to starve. No snap. No jobs, no healthcare, no schools, no hospitals. Meanwhile, I'm going to build myself a monument to my triumphs. And I just want to say that makes me want to look back at any other monument these people built for themselves, because we're seeing it in real time and we're seeing what it really means. They build something when they have nothing else. They build something when they're worthless. They build something when they have to pretend they did something. And we're watching these people literally let them eat cake. Golden ballroom, golden plane, Qatar boots on our soil. I mean, just selling this down. EA gone to the Saudis. Okay. Family being enriched. International leaders are talking to his children to make deals, not officers. Money is missing and they're firing the people who oversee the money. Okay. Like, it's right in your face. They're not hiding it. There's no more denial. If you're still quiet, it's because you support it, and there is no more in between. There's no more in between. We're not taking the excuse of it's too hard, it's too much, it's too stressful, it makes me anxious, it makes me depressed. Done. Over. No more excuses. We're not doing this anymore. Like, I can't believe this dude is building his own participation trophy while people go hungry. They're sending boots into suburbs to go rip children out of their beds, okay, per the request of President Miller. All right, let's get it straight. Hang on. I feel a cough. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bear with me. I didn't want to catch that on here. All right. We have little Mikey, okay, putting it in writing that Antifa is anyone that's anti-American values. And what are the American values now? Yahtzee. That's the value. That's the values. Okay. Their faith, their superiority, whatever they declare for themselves is what they consider American. Okay. Whatever they decide today in this moment. And if you disagree with what that man has to say, then you're automatically part of a terrier organization that has no leader. And no, remember when they said they caught the girlfriend? Where is she? Remember when they were like, we found the leader's girlfriend and we're questioning her? What happened to that? Like, are we not done with these people just lying through everything while they grift and fill their pockets, while they shake everything down and sell the country for parts in front of your face? If you think you're going to be able to survive this because you look like this, I don't know what else to tell you, because they're coming for you too. Y'all aren't safe. Y'all are not safe because we have not come outside. That was a big part of the plan. Big part of the plan was we were supposed to come outside so they could stick the dogs on us, and we have understood the assignment. So now the dogs are coming for you. Okay, they're coming for the women, they're coming for the children, they're coming for everybody except the dudes that Miller likes. All right, so just keep that in mind. I also want to just circle back to this thing where we're seeing the men double down on the wrong answer, right? These men who are asking other men why they're single and then telling the women why they have decided women aren't interested, and they're not interested in the feedback. They don't want to hear what women have to say. We're telling them you need to do better, you need to evolve, and they're going, no, you just want a hotter guy. Ha, and I'm high value, so I don't want you. And that's all of them now, okay? Talking to each other about how they're princesses, what women can bring to them. They want to be women. Which is, I mean, do you? But again, this whole thing where you have steeple people in charge is why so many men are having a problem realizing that they don't want those roles. They're not interested in women. Instead, we got to deal with this whole toxic workaround for them to go out in the woods with each other instead of letting them just admit it. Okay, instead of letting nature take its course. All right, the patriarchy has held back human evolution. The faith has held back human evolution. Team Red and its beliefs have held back human evolution, and it is now time for nature to rise and right what has been wronged by their intervention. So again, darlings, I ask you for this weekend, are you ready? Are you ready? Let this be a tipping point, I hope and pray. Amen.